Payment for treatment after a car accident. Those are one of the questions I get asked a lot by our clients is, how do I pay for this? How do I pay to go to the doctor? How do I pay my bills for my rent and things like that if I was out of work? Specifically, we're going to talk about paying for medical care. Okay. Unfortunately, the insurance company pays after the fact. Okay, so after you've incurred a medical bill, after your treatment is done and complete, then they look at paying. So they don't ever pay as you go kind of deal. Okay, so they want to wait until all your medical care is done, or at least a reasonable amount is done, and then you can estimate future damages and you submit that to the insurance company. They're then going to evaluate that and make some kind of settlement offer after the fact. Okay, now that doesn't mean they always will pay all your medical bills. If you've listened to my other videos, you've heard that they look to pay you reduced amounts based on prior damages to you, prior injury claims you may have. They may argue that you didn't need that care, or that care was too expensive, or that you didn't need it. So all those are things they may use to diminish that offer and not try to pay for that medical care or those medical bills. But if they're going to pay for it, they pay for it after the fact. A lot of times we have our clients will treat on credit or a lien. That's with a doctor's office that is comfortable seeing a patient and then getting paid when the settlement occurs at the end of the case. A lot of providers will do that we know. And it's just like working with you on credit, same as your credit card. You just run a balance with that facility, and then when the case settles, they get paid out of the settlement proceeds. They usually have you sign a document agreeing to that and agreeing to the fact that you're going to get paid at the end of the, or they're going to get paid at the end of the day on it. Okay. There are future damages we can include in your demand. These are things that we expect to happen in the future. For instance, if you have epidurals now, we may make a claim for future damages in the future. We're going to do that when we settle your original case. We're going to include those damages, so they're going to be paid once, and then you're going to have to save that money and use it for your future care. Some of our clients will just try to deal with the pain themselves and not really go to the doctor because they don't have any money or they don't have any health insurance. Oh, and health insurance is another way you can pay for your medical care. If you have health insurance now, you can always go to the doctor, get that treatment you need, then submit those bills to the insurance company. Your health insurance may have a right of reimbursement. They'll almost all tell you that they do. I would encourage you to contact our office so that we can go over that lien, look at that letter, and see if they do in fact have a legitimate claim for some of that money, so we can advise you on that. What I do not recommend you do is just deal with the pain and not go to the doctor. That's terrible as far as a personal injury claim, because just dealing with it makes it look like it's not that bad and not that serious, even though you may be doing your best to try to hold things together and just don't know where to turn. To a jury, it can easily look like you weren't hurt that bad. So we never are going to recommend a client just sort of tough it out and suffer. We're going to want you to go to the doctor, get the medical care you need to get better, but also to document your injuries and your medical care. Remember, if you're in pain, call Shane, down 9, or look us up online, 980-999-9999.
980-999-9999. 980-999-9999. Shanesmithlaw. In pain, call Shane.